Hello, this is Palico Padge and welcome back to the Curious Expedition with Mods. We are currently in the midst of Expedition 4 of 6 with the gentleman Nostradamus, and it's not looking too good in all fairness. We have lost all our human... Yeah, well, is a Yeti human? Is a red-eyed, white-haired monster human? I'm sure there's someone out there who would fight for his rights, but hey ho, we have no human companions with us. We have lost them, which is not good. And the other thing which I've noticed, because the last two episodes you've seen are actually recorded right after each other, I've done the rendering and the editing and all that with those, and noticed that I lost my campsite when the soldier pegged it. So technically that's not my fault. I didn't leave it like I thought I did, just out in the wilderness and forgetting to pack it up. The soldier ran off with it. Son of a bitch. But hey ho, here we are. Things aren't looking very good, is what I'm trying to say in a roundabout kind of way. We currently have 70 sanity, which can be put up by 5 sanity if we eat the strawberry. We have no way of reclaiming any sanity. We're not next to any villages, which would be very handy about now if we came across a village, which might be able to recruit somebody. I don't really want to waste spider's legs, or what's left of our spider's legs, at the mission. It seems detrimental to the cost. So we really just need to crack on. It's probably going to be a cack on episode. Crack on, and just see what's around and hope for the best. That's all we can do right now. So with all that being said, I think we're going to head as far to the east. Yeah, you just thought I'd know my compass points by now. To the east as we can. Just open up these question marks. The other hope, which is really the last thing we can really claim here, is that this missing husband is around. He'll give us at least one die and a little bit extra storage space. That's the only thing which I can see happening in the immediate future, which is going to make what we're doing good. Oh, and speaking of which, we approached an old campsite. To our surprise, it was not vacant. Someone had survived here for a seemingly very long time. He introduced himself as Chauncey Exeter and told of how his team had turned on each other, stranding him out here alone. I knew this was the missing husband. We had been asked to return home. Awesome. I told him about his wife and that we would guide him home. He broke down in tears, but seemed to regain his posture shortly after. I assured him that henceforth everything would be fine and told my team to pack up and prepare to leave. Now, that is kind of a little bit good, but not so much, simply because... What's this? Extra character. Does not take up character slots. That's fine. Simply because it's one extra capacity. Okay. We've got some red dice, which is tippity top, because we're very short on red dice. In fact, actually, that should work out pretty well. But it would have been nice to have had an empty campsite in order to be able to hopefully find some food, which we cannot do now. So we'll just carrying on, I guess. Oh. Alright, well, we'll see what the shaman's got to offer. We entered an unusual looking hut. It was dark and damp inside, with all kinds of dried herbs and other peculiar things hanging from the walls. A native shaman approached us with an absent stare as he chewed on some leaves. Let's see what he's got. As if time was moving slower for him, the shaman got out a box and presented his wares. Oh, right, so... Any good scrolls at all? Teleportation would be fantastic. Effortless movement would be a close second. Monster Den creation. Why would I want that? I mean, seriously, why would I want that? Chasm again. Why? What's the point of that? Eagle Scout. Yeah, it's a step up from the mushroom, but even so, it's not worth trading for. Come on, please, for the love of God. Son of a bitch. Okay, so he can't help us at all. Is it worth trying to clean the cannibalism trait on Chauncey? I wonder how much it would cost. Let's have a look. The shaman was willing to offer his services, but demanded remuneration up front. He promised that after his ritual, the patient would be cured of all sorts of mental demons. That's, what, one spider leg? Wow, 2 spider legs? 2 spider legs. I think it's worth it. I mean, I take it you don't want the butterfly collection. It's lovely, you know. It has 1 butterfly in. No? We're going to need the moonstones, so... yes. Oh, no. I mean, who's going to eat? Eats human flesh. Edmund isn't human. I'm human. That's probably a little bit worrying. And a battle tiger. No. I'm not going to waste it. Okay, so what do? Do we head down south and hope that we at least find the pyramid? I mean, we've got a fair few items already. Or do we crack on and head in this direction? I think I'm gonna seeing as we're closest to the southeastern corner of the map, it makes more sense to go, well, southeast. Saying that though, we're gonna take our first hit, I feel. Sanity is low. Sanity is low. I mean, if he gets freaked out, which he is going to get freaked out about, it's going to fall back onto his cannibal trait. I mean, he might eat me. I can't remember if I've been eaten by a person before. You know what? I'm not going to take the risk. Barter, have 2 of those, and let's clean him up. The shaman began singing. He seemed to be in commune with the other side. After a short while, he calmed down, and we helped Chauncey Exeter to his feet. Nice. Right, so 100%. We are going to go mad. What's that? Travel cost is 45 to 43. We'll try that first. I mean, we're going to go Dulao. There's no avoiding it. Here we go. I was exhausted. It was so difficult to stay alert. Chauncey Exeter had strayed from the path and had to squeeze between a giant boulder and a gnarled tree. The tree was rotten to the core and made an ugly sound as it came crashing down on him with all its weight. Chauncey Exeter screamed in English, "Aye!" And I could see his foot sticking out in an unnatural angle. Tried to lift the tree. 50-50 chance times 2. Did we do it? No. I put my back into it, but alas, the tree proved far too heavy. With a shudder, Chauncey Exeter took his last breath. He was dead. Well, that's going to be an interesting story for the widow. Well, there's the widow who doesn't know she's a widow yet. A shrine and a campsite. We entered an old campsite. There were remains of what seemed to be a failed expedition from long before we had stepped foot in this land. The rotten remains of what must have been an African explorer presented us with a toothless smile. How can you produce a toothless smile? It's just a gap. All the remains were shattered, torn, and strewn all over the old camp. Oh dear. My instincts said we would find something of value here. We spread out and searched the area. To our surprise, one of the rotten crates still held some valuable equipment. Well, you know, it'll help, I suppose, you know. 80% madness or 60%. Ideally, we need to be the other side of the shrine if we're going to do this properly. And we are overburdened. Right. Let's drink the whiskey. Let's eat the strawberries. And get to the other side of the shrine. We'll worry about the rest once we've hit the shrine. Oh, a butterfly. We stood before a temple comprised of huge stones. Its walls were covered with ornate engravings. Grand stairs led up to an enormous doorway. A thick layer of sand seemed to surround the structure. This is going to be useful, hopefully. Enter shrine. We had found a sacred altar room. If this place held any riches, I knew we would find them here. I held my breath as we discovered an ancient altar in its centre. Oh, well that stacks. Gold? Gold, gold, gold. Instead of what? Well, I suppose we can avoid battling stuff. So let's drop those and take those instead. And yeah, I mean, we've still got the gun and the spears in case we do get into battle. But that's probably the best. What a glorious day. The artifact would sit atop the altar no longer. We took whatever we could and proceeded outside as the plant life behind us began to wither and die. A drastic climate shift ravaged this region, and we were responsible. Right, now if I wait, is it going to carry on around me anyway? It would be great if it did. Well, it does, but it doesn't actually get rid of the jungle, which is what I was hoping it would do. So we're just going to go for it. We're just going to go for it. Here we go. When it is quiet, when it seems as if the world around us was dead and would stay dead forever, this is when the desert is at its most dangerous. I was reviewing our equipment when I heard panicked shrieking. Edmund was sinking deeper and deeper into a ghastly pit of quicksand. I had to act fast. Really? Is this how we're going to lose our Yeti? Because this is going to suck. Ugh. I turned my back on Edmund. I had no further need for his skills. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. I wish for it would have swallowed me too. I'm with you on that. 4 slots overburdened. My God. My God. So, well. I mean, we can move a little. Let's get rid of all this. Let's get rid of all this. We're going to push it. I did tell you at the end of the last episode, impassable region. This is going to be a short episode. I knew it would be. 60% chance of going insane in the membrane. Come on, there's got to be something here. Look at all this jungle. There has to be something here. Oh. My threshold had been breached. My stomach was as empty as my notions of hope. I whispered a farewell to dark Thaddeus before I ended his misery. His flesh tasted peculiar, and my heart raced with vigour. Well, I mean, any normal person would probably try and get back at this point. 100% chance of going insane? We won't do it. We won't even get back to the village. You know what? I'm going to find this damn pyramid. That's what I'm going to do. So, are you telling me this is a completely empty region? It's not going to be down the bottom, I'd have thought. It's got to be near the top. This is my final diary entry. Listen, you that read this. We went too deep into the heart of darkness, and I hope at least some of our findings will prove helpful to humankind. Until we meet again in the next life, Michel de Nostradamus. Boom. Game over. Your trek perished. Well, I mean, it doesn't show us where the pyramid is, does it? That's a damn shame. I'd like to have known where the pyramid is. But ultimately, you know, I don't think we ever had a chance, in all fairness. Expedition 4, days 172, legs 31. Raw discovered 75%, playtime 38 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, we were doomed. We were doomed. And again, it's going down to that point of losing the tent. It would appear that the tent is the imperative thing to have with this character. That, and I suppose the missionaries do come in a little bit useful, especially as there seems to be a lot of the missions around for you to stop at. But other than that, I tried my hardest, and again, luck wasn't on my side, so hey ho, back to the main menu. And this is where I'm going to end this very short episode. I do apologise. I do like having a long episode, and it's nice to know that you are being trickled on a little, and you know, there's a chance you might get through it. But no, the game is just like, no, screw this. You've had your fun with this character. Move on, Padge. Move on. And so we shall. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.